Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap, brought to you by Pepperstone on Monday the 16th of October 2017. I'm Darren Sinden. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at @ds_Pepperstone. Right, overnight changes and price moves to be aware of then. As it's Monday, of course, we're looking back at a weekly performance from Friday night's closing prices in New York. I just want to flag a couple of points. First of all, cable, a very impressive performance over the week and a big range, in fact, within this. 1.7% gain for the pound sterling against the US currency last week. Sterling also made gains of 1.2% against the Swiss franc. And moving to the other side of the globe, the Aussie dollar was resurgent again, a 1.5% gain against the US currency there from the Australian. Right, speaking of the US currency, here's a chart of dollar index. As you can see, I've drawn a trend line from the early September lows, and as of Friday night's close, we are now testing to and through that trend line. So will dollar index push on lower and head down once more is the question for this week, I suggest. Okay, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the market for us. Right, so a reasonably quiet calendar today. There is still stuff worth looking at. First of all, we've had producer price and CPI data out of China for September. We'll look at that in a little more detail in a moment. We've also had industrial production and capacity utilization data out of Japan, both of those figures earlier this morning. And to come, first of all, 8 o'clock GMT is the deadline for Catalonia to confirm if it's declaring independence from Spain. We've also got a 10-year gilt auction from the UK Bank of England Treasury. It'll be interesting to see what the investor take-up is there. 9 o'clock GMT, we have trade balance data for August out of the Eurozone, followed by the German Bundesbank monthly report. Always interesting to hear what they've got to say. Jumping on to 12:30 GMT, the Empire State Manufacturing Index for New York for October. Series of data points out of Canada later, and then 21:45 tonight, GMT CPI data for Q3 in New Zealand. Right, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye over the weekend. First of all, China's inflation data showed that PPI picked up in the country, but CPI, the consumer price index, slowed during September, so divergence between factory gate and consumer inflation there. Staying with China, the People's Bank of China's governor says the country may continue to grow at 7% per annum in the second half of 2017, said that at a conference in Washington. Higher iron ore prices and higher oil prices have helped to lift Asia Pacific equities this morning. And Theresa May has phoned Angela Merkel and asked her for an end to the EU Brexit standoff. Right, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day, and let's think about this. If interest rates in the USA are heading higher, as many people think is likely, what will be the effect on US corporates as they attempt to roll over their $1.7 trillion plus of debt in the new environment? And the charts here look at US debt, and the this chart in particular is of interest as it shows the maturity, or years in fact, where the debt becomes due for repayment. Right, please take a moment to look at the risk warning. Trading CFDs and FX on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative.